evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Radio World Works. Here is Viola Edward, your host in the Feminine Capital Rhythm program. And the subject of today is paying forward. And guess who we have today? So we have Marina Nani, the creator of all these that we're going to talk about, and the responsible that I'm with you on the air now. Hello, Marina.
Hello, Viola. How are you?
I'm very good, very good.
Are you still in London or you are flying back to Cyprus? What's
No,
happening?
I'm in London. I'm at the airport, Gatwick Airport, on my way to Miami because I
To
have a
Miami.
I
Oh
have
my
a big
God.
event on Miami on the 12th of November about the is a Spanish one, and the title is the Forum of the Women. Wow, women like you and like
Wow.
me.
Wow, this is amazing. I'm so excited. So are people from only from Miami or from different countries? Who are the people coming to
They are
join?
coming. They are coming from all U.S. I hope, and some of them from Venezuela. Especially my sister. She arrived yesterday, and
Wow.
I've been looking forward to meet some people that I didn't see for 13 years or 10 years. But you know, Marina, this program is about you. So you have make so much difference in so many people life, and I like this title, paying forward, because you really make it like that way, paying forward every minute, every second, every day of our life, to be ourselves, and to be creating wherever we are. Here we are doing this interview. I'm at the airport, and you're in middle of doing many things as you do. So I want first of all to thank you, to congratulate you for such a creativity and such an empowerment for people around us, especially women. So in name of many women all over the world, I thank you.
Wow, I'm so humbled, Viola. I did not expect you to request an interview with me. I'm a very humble person, and all I know is that life is not about looking or seeking happiness, because happiness is something that is inside you already. As a very good friend of mine would say, she's a radio presenter as well, and she says that happiness is an inside job. So life is not about chasing happiness. So what is life about then? Well, for me, life is about delivering yourself, the golden version of yourself. And most people are very good at creating things, creating businesses, creating a family, running a project, taking care of the children, taking care of the husband, or if you are a man, you are taking care of the wife and your family, and you provide. And I was doing the same all my life. I was being a mother and a father for my three wonderful children. And when they grew up, I retired from my business very early. I was 51 years old, and I started traveling the world. And I started traveling the world to learn more about what is life about. Is life about chasing goals? Is life about being successful? Or maybe life is about living with purpose, finding your passion, and going all in as no tomorrow. Is as if today is your very last day, and today you have to create your legacy and deliver it. And Viola, I've been on a journey. I took a journey of 1,000 days. I
Yes,
recently
yes. So,
I recently came back from that journey. I'm back to London, and I started my next 1,000 days journey. So on my
so
first
where,
one, yes.
yes, where did it take you these 1,000 days? Can you give us a little summary? I know this interview, I have to tell you, it's going to be a short interview, but doesn't mean that we're not going to be interviewing Marina. We will have another one. But for this one, just can you give us a summary about where these 1,000 days took you?
Well, I when I launched my book after I retired, I got invitations from people from different countries, from different cultures, from different industries to go and speak for them and inspire people, inspire their clients, inspire their families, inspire themselves. And that took me on a journey of 5 continents. So there are a lot of places where I would love to go, um, but there are also a lot of places where I've been, and I've been to places I never thought it's possible for me to go
Like
ever.
where?
Um, well, the two hemispheres. I've been to Africa, I've been to South America, I've been to North America, I've been to Asia, and of course, I've been to Europe. But before I started this journey, I was so busy doing what I was doing, and I was very good at what I was doing, that I never went on a holiday. I never had even a weekend. For almost 3 decades while I was living in London, I never had time off. I never had time to myself. I never had the inspiration to look inside myself and think, what is that I have and is so abundant that I could give and share with everyone, and I will never run out. All I was thinking was how I'm going to make the next, achieve the next goal, and how I'm going to create the new project. But when I retired, I realized that I done it all. I raised 3 children, and I'm very grateful. They're amazing people, young, vibrant, and very gracious
Successful.
and successful, of course. And that's for a parent, for a mother who had to be a mother and a father at the same time. Sometimes
Yes,
I'll
because you
just
lost your husband very early age. Yeah.
yeah. So I didn't want them to feel that they don't have both parents. So I work really hard to be both. So I don't know how much I achieved and how well I done that, but many times I had to come back home when they were asleep and kiss them while they were asleep. And I'll go to the kitchen and I'll find something on the table with a note: please don't go to bed before you eat. So they were more or less taking care of me instead of me taking care of them. So they become, at very early ages, very responsible young people. But I think what is important for me is that we become a team. We've always been signing our Christmas. Christmas is coming soon, so we always sign our Christmas cards with 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 equals 1. And now, of course, they have partners. My daughter is married. My both my sons, they're taken. They have beautiful girls in their lives. So now we are going to sign 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 makes 1. so so it's all about feeling very happy and sharing quality time with the people you love. And
Wonderful.
I really think that that journey away from home, while I've been inspired, I met total strangers, including myself, and I've been so inspired, and I start sharing their stories. I realized that behind every single success, behind every single love, behind every single scar, there is a story. And I also discovered that the sacred secret of living your life with purpose is sharing your story, sharing the good news, sharing
This, this,
yourself with the world.
this
Yes.
is how you get the inspiration when you understand there is a
Yes,
story behind everything.
absolutely. And you know what, Viola? I was once totally by accident on a stage where Bill Clinton was speaking. And I've been there for 15 minutes. And people, after that, everything changed. There were like almost 10,000 people, and they were there to see somebody else, but it just happened that I was there and I wasn't prepared. I had no idea what to say. I was asked to share my story, and I never thought I have a story. But because there are almost 10,000 people in front of me, I realized I can't disappoint them. I have to share my story. So, being migrant woman as well, and not being, how should I put this, very confident about my speaking in English abilities, I shared the story the way I felt. And at the break, after I spoke, everything changed, Viola. You know, I was thinking what's happening all my life. I've been chasing clients. I was working to bring the business in, and now people are coming to me, and they were queuing up to have an autograph on my book, or just to speak with me or share their story. I'm a very good listener. So I was shocked by the impact created on total strangers by me sharing my story. So I decided that I have to find a way for other people who are in my situation, where you live your life, you delivered everything, you created so much, and now it's time to share your story. But guess what, Viola? People are not only people of my age, because now I'm 55 years young. So when I started the journey, I was 51 years old. Now I'm 55 years young. And I want
Wonderful.
this for everyone. I want people to understand that each one of them is so unique, and each one of them got a message, a very important message for somebody else. It's not even about you. It's about the world who is waiting on you. And each one of us, Viola, for me, is that Greek soldier who was traveling wounded all the way from Marathon to Athens to deliver the good news. And he said, the war is over. And this is my message. The war is over. You are at peace with who you are, with your greatness, with your success, with understanding that success is your birthright, and you are at peace with your truth. You are amazing the way you are, and there is nobody like you. Absolutely nobody. You are the one and only. And for me, once I deliver this message, there is more energy coming, and there is more happiness coming, and I could share all day long. I never get tired, and I feel I'm getting younger. I don't know what's happening, Viola.
I can see you because I met you recently, but it seems like we've been knowing together for decades, knowing each other for decades and doing things together. And you look very happy. I have seen you in different times of the day and after long journey, and you look fresh and always smiley. And always laughter is just there to come. So I understand that you're becoming younger and younger because you have healed.
We have a little
Other
disconnection. Yes.
people to focus in the side, and from that doesn't mean that we're going to ignore what's happening, but from that actually expansive and being there present, then we deal with the side positive, because of course we have to. So I have seen you how you deal with situation, and I'm so happy that our path has crossed, and then we're doing this work together. Tell me, Marina, what's the title of your first book?
So the title of my first book is Away from Home. And it was the story of how I built the business
Mhm.
as a migrant woman in a foreign country while I didn't speak any English at all when I came. So it is not just a book, is another concept. So I shared the inside out of my business, and a lot of people I met around the world, they were coming to me saying, "Oh, Marina, this is you." I said, "Yeah, this is me, but who are you?" Said, "Oh, I got your book from a friend who's been." So this was in Hawaii happening. A friend who is in
And you
South Africa, and you've been there. And you imagine this? I was like shocked. I thought, okay. And she said to me,
and your first business.
yes, it is the hotel alternative, and this is how this lady, which jumped at me in the middle of the street in Hawaii, in Honolulu, she said, um, you know, because of you, I didn't get bankrupt. I said, what do you mean? She said, yes, I was about to get bankrupt. And then I started doing your model, your business model. And I made enough money and I follow your advice to a T. And I got reservations, I got business people coming in, and I managed to pay all the arrears I had on my mortgages. And she took me for dinner.
You
And
see how beautiful.
so you see, it was somebody, a total stranger. But when you meet a total stranger, what's happening? You discover who you are, and the more you discover who you are, the more you understand that you have a golden version. And I don't know if you've ever been to Thailand, but there is the golden statue of Buddha. And what happened in 1954, they tried to move this big statue from where it was because they were building new roads. So on the move, because the ropes were supporting, which are supporting the statue, weren't strong enough, the statue collapsed on the ground. And when collapsed, what happened? The daylight and the sunlight hit the golden version, which was hidden inside. So many years ago, they hidden the golden statue into the clay statue. So they peeled the clay and they revealed the golden statue, and then they created this temple in Bangkok. Perhaps you've been there, or our listeners been there. And now they cherish that as a attraction for tourists from all over the world, and it's a beautiful place with great energy. But I think each one of us got a golden version of themselves inside, and you just need to make the move. You need to get away from home, get away from what seems to be comfortable, because in reality, nothing is comfortable. For me, when I wrote the first book, I was in a very comfortable financial place because I retired early. I was very successful. I achieved more than I ever wanted, so I could retire early. But for from a different point of view, which is more important than anything, the life I thought I have was gone. So I gave everything. I gave my time, my energy, my passion, my everything to build a business, to raise the family. And then there I was at 51, left with nothing. Spiritually, I couldn't understand what I'm doing here. What's next? I was very good at doing things. You know, my to-do list was always ticked off, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I always tick the to-do list off like no tomorrow. I was very good at. But when it's coming to real life, when you are facing solitude, when you are facing that the fact that now you are all alone, is the moment when you have to accept that to do is not for people. Human beings are about your to-be list. And as a human being, not a human doing, which I was for so many decades in my life, I
I like that. I like that. A
I was
human
very,
being, not
very
a
good,
human being.
but I didn't know anything about my to-be list. And my to-be list was non-existent. So creating the to-be list, turning the is very hard when you have no guidance. So the first thing I turned my to-do list into a to-be list. So instead of being always doing things, now I was being everywhere. I was going places. If somebody will invite me to speak, I'll go there. If somebody will invite me to help write their book, I'll be there. If somebody will invite me to be with them and add value to their conference, I will be there. I will never think of anything else. All I wanted was to share my passion. And my real passion, my true passion, is not dealing with properties, is not making a fortune, is sharing your passion. And this is
Hmm.
where I realized that there is more to life. There is more to life than just external goals, and must be more to life, because otherwise, what's the point of life? And I start
Exactly.
I start sharing other people's stories, and then I created Radio W.O.R.K.S World, who brings together people of significance from around the world, like yourself, and so many other people. At present, we have people from 30 countries, and by the end of next year, we are going to have people broadcasting from 100 countries or more with your help, I don't know, but we are helping them to share their
Yes,
story.
yes,
And it's not really, when I'm saying stories, their vision and their knowledge with a global audience. And you recently, I'm so excited about this because recently we had, a month ago actually, we had Radio W.O.R.K.S World Awards, and out of 179 hosts who are presenting from their countries their own story and sharing their passion, over 86, I think 87 people were nominated for the Radio W.O.R.K.S Award, the very first one, awards in London this year. And of course, only 26 won the award, but it was a very tight race. So people were voting for them. People are listening to their story. People get inspired. But what made me think that this is worth doing, this is worth being, is the fact that they were sending together with the vote their comments, and they were saying, "Oh, you changed my life," or "I will never be the same again," or I will never feel lost again," or "I will never feel alone again." And that's so amazing. And it is about engaging with new audiences. And it's not only providing an honest and original content. You know, we are not preparing anything, we're just speaking from the heart. Actually, if somebody
exactly.
is asking me what I do for a living, I'm thinking you should ask me where I'm going next. But anyhow, if you don't know that question yet, I'll answer and I'll say I'm speaking from the heart, because it's
Yes,
uplifting and inspirational. And the world got so much going on, and you each one of us, you already have it all, but the world is starving of inspirational topics, and people are never enough. And
yes,
we are bringing people together, not necessarily because we want them to be together with us, but because we want to reunite them with their own passion. And very soon we are going to have the Radio W.O.R.K.S World Authors Awards in London at BAFTA, which is the
yes, I'm
British
coming to that.
Academy for Film. I know you are going to grace the stage, and I can't wait for you to share your passion and enlighten us and bring all your wisdom and uniqueness on stage. And I just want to explain the meaning behind the works, because I consider that I'm full-time employed by the universe. I feel that what I'm doing is not just another work or another job; they're divine works, and each one of us at Radio W.O.R.K.S, we are a family, a big family of, and growing really fast, of genius farmers. And we plant the seeds of greatness. Together, we travel far because we travel to each other's events. We make sure we understand that wealth is not just for the few, and we make sure we
Yes,
understand the power of words. And we create, we stop chasing opportunities basically long ago, so now we create opportunities one at a time, one story at a
yes,
time.
yeah, because we need to talk in some moment, but we're coming to the end of this program because it was a short one. Unless we can extend it, you tell me. We will talk now making the news. How it is that also you created that the event.
Yes, so
So
making the news
what would
is
you like?
something. Yes, so making the news that you are launching in Cyprus and everywhere you go, and all our um, uh, the countries which are involved within the program. There is a balance, a divine balance between the meetups and TED Talks. So people will be invited to share their story, and will help them learn how to craft their message, how to attract ideal clients, how to be seen, be heard, be present. It's all about creating relationships with your self-esteem, your confidence, your values, your vision, and bringing that into the world. And it's an army of us, so there will never be shortage of stages around the world where you could go and share from, or will
Yeah.
never be um, a lack of audience for you, because
Yeah,
once you learn how to share your story, you are all in. And it's not about sharing the story. It's not
I want.
about, yes.
I think we can make a whole program in that. And you know what? I have a surprise for you. We're gonna make a program about sharing your story, and then we're gonna make another one in Spanish, and hopefully another one in Arabic, and share it all
Wow.
over the world. But I know Marina's time now. I engage with you about finishing this interview, and
I
but
don't know what the time is
for
actually, because
we passed, but for your time. But I promise you that we're gonna get Marina back, and then we're gonna talk more about her dream, because I'm sure she's a great. She's gonna inspire you about how she's doing her journey, and how from one creation another creation come and another creation come. So here is this woman with three children, who was mother and father, who create a business, and then she find out that okay, she had a business and she had economical comfort, but her spirituality was not, her meaning of life was not there. And then she went into a journey and she find the meaning, and through that journey she started doing more books, radios, the events, and there is much more, the author award, and I'm sure there is much more. So I thank you all, wherever you are, for being with us. And Marina, I really send you a big hug, and thank you, and bless you, and all the success for you and for all of us. What are
goodbye.
your last words
Oh, yes,
for this
I
podcast?
want to say one thing, and I don't know what the time is, if I'm running late for my meeting or not, but I have to say this. It is time now to understand, and understand this really well. You do not have the right to let other people tell you who you are. It is time now to tell others who you are. And we are here ready to broadcast your passion. From both of us, until next time, is goodbye.
Goodbye. Hasta muy pronto. Goodbye.